Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to WFO Racing League action. Tonight we roll into week 4 with the RGC Mortorsports O'Reilly series, and we're set to battle on the 1 mile desert oval of Phoenix Raceway, a track where precision, patience, and track position can make or break your night. Tonight's race, as always on Wednesday night, is backed by the RGC gaming crew. A community driven by realism, immersion, and a passion for simulation done right. From custom environments to detailed mod description, RGC continues to raise the bar across the sim world. But their impact goes beyond the track. RGC is also a proud supporter of autism awareness. You'll see that on several of their cars, helping bring attention to the importance of early recognition, understanding, and support, because when awareness grows, opportunities grow along with it. So we are going to get this kicked off. They are going to qualify here shortly if they haven't already. Let me look. Let me look at my screen. Maybe they've already qualified. Looks like we got 29 cars here tonight. So I'm going to get this thing going. Oh, no, we're still in practice. So they're going to qualify here in a bit, so let's get this kicked off. We will be right back after this.
Start your engines, light the flame. We don't back down, we play this game. Wheel to wheel, it's skill and pride. We're racing clean with fire inside. Every turn a test of guts, fast and fair, no ifs or buts. Respect runs deep in every lane. We fight for wins, not for fame. Precision rules the track right here. Built on sweat, built on gear. Pushing hard but never low. Side by side we let it go. WFO, why freaking open, steal the show. Brotherhood on every lap, no cheap shots, no dirty taps. WFO, legends racing, friendships grow. Full send, all in, let it flow. This is WFO. It ain't just wins, it's how we stand. We lift each other hand in hand. From practice nights to final flags, we've got each other's backs. Hard racers, clean lines, sharpen steel through battle times. No ego, no shame, just honor in the name. WFO, wide freaking open, let it roll. Chasing greatness every show with the best you'll ever know. WFO, racing hard and keeping true. There's no other league like this crew. This is WFO. When the lights drop and the engines roar, this is where champions are made. WFO Racing League, wide freaking open. WFO, wide freaking open, steal the show.
And we are back. The guys are out there getting their qualifying laps in right now. You got about 2 minutes left in qualifying. It looks like we got 29 cars in here. Got some new drivers in here tonight. Top of the screen is cut off. It's showing okay on... Showing okay for me. I was gonna say, I haven't moved that stuff in several seasons. All right, qualifying is done. I was gonna say. All right. And now let's take a look at tonight's starting lineup. WFO Racing League starting grid is brought to you by Superstar Radio Network. Turn it on, turn it up, something for everyone. Be sure to check them out at superstarradionetwork.com. Now, if I was professional, I'd be hitting that button right now and hitting those things up there, but it buried on me. So, our starting in first place tonight is going to be Jaden Porter. Outside of him in the 88. In second is going to be Nicholas Baumann. In third will be Adam Matz. Evan Drake will be here tonight in fourth. Richard Holland's going to be starting tonight in fifth, with Burt Wilson, his outside, in sixth. Ray Polking will be seventh, with Ricky Fagone starting in eighth. Randy Showers is going to be in ninth place, with TJ Lee starting in 10th tonight. Lance Yancey is going to be here in 11th place, with Juan Escamilla, another new name tonight, starting in 12th. Trevor Haley will be starting in 13th, with Mike McCulley in 14th. Maddie Simpson will be here tonight in 15th, with John Wimbish in 16th. Vern Bradley is going to be starting in 17th place with Brandon Showers to his outside in 18th. Tommy Haynes will be 19th with Ivan Jones in the top 20. Then you got Timothy Tyler starting in 21st spot with Nick Hunt in 22nd. Travis Smith will be 23rd with Davis Richards in the 45 in 24th. Mike Mitchell will be starting in 25th place with Brett Seegers to his outside in 26th. Paul Patterson will be in 27th with Trent Ripley in 28th. And rounding out the field tonight in 29th place will be Gary Wright. And we are green. We got through that just in time. Get up here in front. We are green, we are official, we are running. Got 165 laps here tonight. A little track knowledge, something that we used to do. So obviously it is Phoenix Raceway. It's located just outside of Phoenix. It is a 1 mile tri-oval. It is low banking around 8 to 11 degrees in the corner. And we've got a caution. So we'll get to that and we'll get back to these facts maybe. Once I figure out what I did with my other thing here. Apparently I closed one too many windows when I was closing things. We'll get back to that in a moment. All right, here we go. Here we go. All right, let's see what happened there. Oh, there seems to be a couple guys that looks like 22 came up into the 45 possibly. Let's get on with the 22. Let's do our chase and see what happened. It looks like 22 just kind of came up into the 45 there. Coming from the inside. Came up too high into the 45. 23 is going to run into 22. 45 is going to get hit by Mr. McCulley there. Unfortunately for him. They're slamming on the brakes, but not much they can do. Ivan going to get pinched in that. That's going to be a rough start. All right, pace car is down already. Track's a mile long, and so is the pits. So and we are back green. It's one of those tracks that they are allowed to dive way onto the inside. Does look like, unfortunately, that ended the night for the 45 of Davis Richards and the 81 of Michael McCulley. Let's go see if we can take a look at their car, since we didn't get a good look at their car. We didn't get that far yet. Yeah, Mr. McCulley running the Trump 2024 car tonight. See if I can get some different views. And we've got Davis Richards in the 45. Fortunately for them, looks like it is going to be an evening for them. Timothy Tyler can't look at his vehicle. He had the 83. He is also out. But enough of the guys in the pits. Let's get back out there to the vehicles out on the track. Well, it does look like the 83 is actually back out there. Must have been a connection issue. He was able to reestablish his connection. He is now back out there with them. Help if I would get up into here. People can't join me in the broadcast booth if I'm not in it. So anyways, so yeah, back to the track facts. So you got the dog leg on the front stretch. Drivers can cut way down low on restarts and go 3-4 wide, which you see them do. They cut, some of them guys cut way down, some of them stay up high. Track position is huge, but tire wear and long run speed can flip the field in an instant. Some of the wildest restarts on this track are some of the wildest in racing. Aggressive moves right out of turn 4 into that dog leg. The preferred line evolves as the race goes on. The high line can come in late runs. Bottom is king early. And the strategy factor, short run versus long run setups can completely change who's fast. Now these guys all have the same setup, so that doesn't affect much. However, definitely seeing some swapping around a little bit, except for Jaden and Nicholas. They're kind of out front. You got Richard Holland right behind him, though. Now going into the point system and what we've got going on right now. So you got Trevor Haley and Nicholas Baumann. So Trevor Haley won week 1, Nicholas Baumann week 2, Trevor Haley week 3. Trevor Haley currently running in 4th place right behind Richard Holland. 165 laps tonight. The points system as they stand right now, the top 10 are Trevor Haley is number 1, Brandon Showers is in 2nd. Adam Matz moved up 2 spots, he's in 3rd. Nicholas Baumann dropped 2 spots to go to 4th. Richard Holland went down 1 into 5th. Randy Showers went up 1 into is tied for 5th with Richard. TJ Lee went down a spot into 7th. Evan Drake went up 5 spots to 8th. Tommy Haynes went up 2 to 9th, and Ray Polking went down 2 to get that 10th spot. Or should I say hold on to that 10th spot. So that is the point system for the O'Reilly Series here, sponsored by RGC Mortorsports. That is where we stand right now. We saw somebody just bounce off the wall back there. So let's see what the zoomed in look looks like on these guys tonight. So we got the 48 at the Alley supplements car. And got Nicholas Baumann in the 88 Brandt agriculture vehicle. Richard Holland running his Milwaukee Tools 31. Again, still trying to get used to that black and white color scheme. He's usually running a red and white color scheme. Then you got the 12 there of Trevor Haley, winner of week 1 and 3, trying to make add another win to his list, currently running in 4th place. You got Adam Matz back here in the number 9. Got the Grayson Jade Photography sponsors on there. You got the 97 of Evan Drake in that Coca-Cola. And then you got the 87 of Juan Escamilla. 87 Red Bull. Burt Wilson tonight is running his multicolored Nerds number 70, bringing it back tonight. You got Tommy Haynes running that blue and black Four Loco. Folic 4. I mean, it's close, right? Number 17. He's currently running in 9th place, looking to take out Burt for that 8th place. You got Vern right here. Vern running that number 14 Alienware. TJ Lee trying to get back into the top 10, currently running in 11th in that 34 RGC Mortorsports Autism Awareness vehicle. Lance Yancey out there in that 77 Mod Wash car. John Wimbish in that 56 Red Oak. Been holding on to that car paint scheme quite a bit now. You got Ray Polking in that number 5. Not sure. Let's see. We got Grace and Jade Photography on there. Who else we got? Who we got on the hood? And not sure. We're gonna see who's on the hood. Oh, there's something on the hood. There's something on the hood that I can't see. Number 15, you got Travis Smith out there in the 98 NOS energy drink vehicle. Ricky Fagone out here in his number 10 Haas Mobile 1. Nick Hunt out here tonight in that 60 Dr. Pepper. Wouldn't you like to be a pepper too? Or is it, wouldn't you like to be a doctor too? I can't remember. It was an old phrase back in the olden days, and yes, the olden days are unfortunately the 80s now. For those of you older than the 80s, well, I apologize. You got Maddie Simpson out here in that 03 RGC Mortorsports. The black and gray scheme going. And you got the 54 Brent Seegers running at Fox and Red Bull. Ivan Jones out here. He's running that RGC green spray scheme that he's got. Part of the RGC Motorsports team. Out there recovered from the earlier incident. Looks like he is on the lead lap still, so that is good for him. Hopefully he didn't get too much damage, and hopefully he's able to run a good line out there. He's got Brandon Showers, however, on his tail. In that 23 Good Wrench Series service vehicle. Sure, that is not where he exactly wants to be. He would like to be higher up in that list. You got Paul Patterson running out here in the 51 3M. Feeling like he's changed up his paint scheme. He used to have the fire truck, or the fire fighting emblems on his. Mike Mitchell looking to get around him, though, in that number 2 Jegs car. You got Randy Showers, got involved in that earlier incident. You see his front bumper is not happy. I'm sure his vehicle is not running very fast right now, and leads to the potential of overheating too. We've found in these vehicles, they mess that front bumper up, and it just messes up all. Plus his back end is a bit extra aerodynamic. So, you know, maybe it balances out. It's hard to say, but he's got that back kind of puckered out and puckered in, and the center is puckered in the center. So, or the front is puckered in the center. So he's got some stuff going on there. He's got some work ahead of him. He is still on the lead lap, but he is falling back, unfortunately. Then you got Timothy Tyler. He's out there in that 83 Tracker Boats Bass Pro Shop number 83. He's unfortunately down 5 laps though. But you know what? You got to give him credit. Back out there, keep trying, keep going. I thought he was out of it earlier, but he is back in. Like I say, not sure if it was a connection issue or not, but he's there and he's trying to do what he can to keep up, catch up, and go forward. If he stays out of incidents, he'll get lucky dog, and who knows, maybe enough cautions he can get back on the lead lap. We shall see. So that is the field. Go back to the TV one, and we will go back up front to see how things are going. You got Jaden and Nicholas still out there in front. Looks like they're getting ready to lap someone. They're getting ready to lap the number 22 of Randy Showers. So between 1 and 2, so 1 and 2 have got a pretty tight gap between the two of them. Oh, they tagged each other a little bit on that. Looked like Nicholas might have got a little aggressive. Let's go look at that. Let's drop to the far chase. We'll go to the previous crash. That is not the previous crash. Nor is that. What is going on here? All right, well, we are going to go to 88. I guess we're going to go previous lap. So here you see they're going to catch up to the lap traffic. They're going to get side by side. They're going to get in a line. See the 88 check up behind the 48. 88 coming into the back of the 48, which then spins out the 22. So we've got one going into the pits. Going into the pits second round around, so that's gonna put so go an extra lap around this caution. Had to shuffle some cars around. All right, this time around, they will go green. Because Nicholas was the cause of that accident, he got shuffled to the back for that. That's going to put Jaden Porter and Richard Holland 1 and 2 on this restart. We'll see how that goes. We are green again. Jaden getting a nice jump. Trevor sticking right up behind him. Trevor going to go to the inside and try and push that first spot right away. Not going to have enough to get there, though. We got another caution. Looks like I see the number 2 back here. That is not a crash. Let's go previous lap. Car chase. Yep. We got Mike Mitchell cutting down and catching that. Not sure who don't remember who that was actually. It was 87. So catching the 87 there of Juan Esquilma. Escamilla. So, get to the end of the session. And get back here as they get lined back up again. All right, pace car will drop down. We will get ready to go green yet again. We are green again. Trevor Haley squeezed into a tight spot there right in front of Richard Holland in that drop down. Trevor Haley trying to battle for that first spot. Jaden bouncing off the wall a little bit there. Looks like Trevor's going to hold on nicely to the inside line. Get out front and start running away a little bit. You got the 97 trying to squeeze in there next to Richard Holland, trying to take third place away. Richard's going to hold enough momentum on that outside, though, to maintain that third spot. Trevor Haley, Jaden Porter, Richard Holland 1, 2, and 3. Then you got Evan Drake in 4th. Tommy Haynes running 5th, up 14 spots right now. Adam Matz in 6th. Vern Bradley is running in the top 10 here in 7th. Burt Wilson running in 8th. And Travis Smith running 9th. John Wimbish is going to round out the top 10. So a couple guys tagging the wall that time around. All right, 53 laps completed. I'm sorry, 52 laps completed. We are on lap 53. Now 53 laps completed on lap 54. Trevor Haley out front, Jaden Porter in 2nd, Tommy Haynes in 3rd, Richard Holland in 4th, Evan Drake in 5th, Adam Matz is going to be 6th, Vern Bradley 7th, Travis Smith 8th, Burt Wilson moved up into 9th, and John Wimbish is holding on to 10th. See Jaden Porter getting up into the back of Trevor Haley again. Starting to make a push, trying to hold on and get back up and around Trevor. You got 17. Tommy Haynes moved up into 3rd. Got a lot of guys shifting around here. Richard Holland getting loose to the inside. Not sure if he was bumped. Let's see if we can take a look at that. See what happened. Got bumped from behind. Manages to Tokyo drift it and save it. So is Evan Drake getting into the back of him. Only lost 1 spot. Maybe 2. Go to the end of the session here, see where he's at. Yeah, he only lost 1 spot, so not terrible. Not terrible. Plenty of race to go. Plenty of race to go. Richard does like to battle up from the center. So he likes a challenge. It may have changed his strategy, but we'll see how that goes throughout the night, through the rest of the race. Adam Matt's trying to battle him, trying to take that spot away. Just not quite enough to get it away from him. Richard good on that. Richard's pretty good on the inside. Well, Adam is going to get it away from him there. That lap around. So not sure if that bump in the back caused any damage or anything to Richard's car. He is starting to fall back though. Got a lot of guys going to the inside, going around him. He's falling back to 7th place now. He's got Vern behind him. Could be helpful, could be hurtful. We'll see. You never know which Vern you're going to get. Just trying to maintain that inside edge though. Oof. Tommy bouncing off that wall. I'm sorry, outside wall. Inside, outside. Go ahead and put up your top 10 as they stand right now.
My name's missing from that list.
Well, it wasn't top 10 of vehicles exiting. What's going on, Mr. McCulley?
Nothing.
Besides resting.
Yeah, that's all I'm doing. Figured I might pack up my rig and put it away.
An unfortunate incident in the beginning. You just had nowhere to go. You tried to stop, got hit from behind and into the guy in front of you, and just sandwiched.
Fastest 10-second race I've done.
Oh, man. Saw a different paint scheme tonight.
Yeah, figured I'd try something else, but my luck didn't change, I guess.
It seems like your luck got worse with that one.
It might have. I might have to retire that one and do something else. Everybody's getting tight now.
You got Trevor Haley out front with Jaden Porter running behind him. Then you got almost a 2-second gap between 2nd and 3rd place. Tommy's having some issues around the corners. He's starting to tag that wall quite a bit. Gonna switch it from Vern tested, Vern approved to Tommy tested, Tommy approved.
Vern's moved it once or twice already, but Tommy's trying to move it even more.
I mean, turn 4 is already wide enough. You don't need the dog leg turn area there.
We always need more room on the track. They can make it wider, it's still not going to be enough room.
That just throws me off with how low that those guys go on that spot.
Oh yeah, and if you hit it wrong, you gotta have your wheel straight, and if you hit it wrong, you're going sideways. It just bottoms out the car that bad. Which actually makes it more difficult, especially on exit here, just because you have so much wheel into it because it's tight, and you gotta get that wheel straight before you hit down that apron.
Well, even with tagging the wall, Tommy's maintaining that outside and top line and holding out into 3rd spot. Got Adam Matz running 4th. Evan Drake is currently running 5th. Travis Smith 6th. Richard Holland 7th. Juan Escamilla is in 8th, and Nicholas Bauman 9th with Vern. He's dropped back to 10th now. Hopefully I'm saying that name right. Escamilla.
Asking the wrong person.
Juan Escamilla, I'm going to guess is the correct way to say it. And you see the 97 of Evan Drake tagging the wall pretty good.
Ooh, Richard just got tagged.
That the 87 that got him?
Yep, it was the 87 that got into him. Now he's going to be taking 3 wide.
Oh, that was close.
Oh, that was tight. It's hard to pass on the inside because it just gets so tight on the middle exit.
I'm thinking Richard likes battles, but I'm not sure he's liking this one right now.
Oh, geez. Oh, now the 87 just did a slide job in front of Richard. Oh, man. Yeah, it's so, like I said, it's so hard to pass. You almost have to do a slide job, but then you're going to kill the person behind you doing that slide job.
Yeah, Nicholas Bauman in the 88 had to go to the back of the field. Has been working his way back up. Richard Holland's kind of backing off, letting them guys go up and do their thing and
Burn their stuff
wait.
up and...
Ooh,
Oh.
Richard's sliding into that wall. lot of guys hitting that wall. Eagle's going to challenge Tommy and take that spot away. Now moving up to 6th spot. I'm going to the inside. I'm going to try and get that back, but not going to have enough to get it.
You can see those cars get sideways when they hit that dog leg and go on the apron there.
Coming into it or going out of it?
Going into it, as soon as you, because it gets flat, that upsets the car. Once you see them get below that yellow line, a lot of times you'll see the back end almost come around on them. When there's, you see the sparks going and everything.
We are halfway through this race.
I think they only have one more stop they have to make too. Everybody probably wants tires right now because, like I said, tires, they wear out quick and it just gets so freaking tight.
Except for these two. I think these two like it up here. Jaden has managed to get back out in front and kind of get away from Trevor a little bit. So I'm not sure if Trevor got loose. Possibly.
He's starting to lose it. Yeah, Trevor's starting to lose ground on Jaden, and Adam's starting to catch up to Trevor here.
These guys got about 48 laps on their tires, most of them.
A lot of the drivers too, they're downshifting when they get into the turn just to try to help it turn a little bit.
Let's go ahead and run into here. Right on the cockpit with Jaden Porter right now, current leader.
Yeah, that's it. So you got loose, just revving it up there on exit. That's to help them turn. That's one way you can fight the tightness is downshift and just try to get more RPMs into it. He actually holds a steady wheel when he hits that dog leg. It doesn't move too much, so he's not hitting it too hard.
Let's go ahead and hop in with someone who's got a different style here. Nicholas Baumann. Hear him shifting.
He definitely got sideways there off the exit. You can just hear it skating across the track that it can't get grip. And you can hear him hit the wall when he does.
I feel like if I was out there driving, I'd already been in the wall.
It's really easy to do here. Like I said, it's so hard to turn. Like you got to get out way early. Like so they're downshifting to get that turn as well. Get down to this bottom, roll through the center, and then have some speed off. But yeah, like I said, it's really easy to do, especially on exit. And then 1 and 2 here, it's so tight. Just even an entrance of 1 and 2. That's why you see them running the high side. It's like if you enter that just wrong, you're going to be riding the wall the whole way through.
But the man who is enjoying himself at the moment, out there all by himself, almost 3 seconds up in front of everybody, Jaden Porter. Just out there for a grocery run.
Yeah, he's not complaining about anything.
You got Trevor Haley, Adam Matz, Travis Smith. That is not Travis Smith. That is a lapped vehicle. So you got Adam Matz and Trevor Haley 1 and 2 right, or I'm sorry, 2 and 3 right there. Battling it out for second spot. You have some green lap pits starting to occur. Maddie Simpson went in already. Just heard TJ Lee's calling out that he's going to go in. Pit strategies are going to become a thing.
I think they should be going one. This should be the last stop, but I could be wrong on that.
I think the guys that have pitted are going to be tight. Potentially.
Oh yeah, they'll start out really loose, and then within five
I mean tight on fuel.
Oh yeah, definitely tight on fuel. But they're definitely going to be tight too, the car.
I think Maddie might have gone in just a bit too early, because next time around will be 65 laps left, and right now most of these guys have 60 laps on their vehicles, so not sure how far they can go on a tank.
Oh, and unfortunately I didn't get a fuel run in, so I can't tell you. I mean, I got some spare fuel in my car if someone needs it. 97 was into the wall there.
9 and the 12 got into it a little bit. I thought 12 was going around. Yeah, Jaden Porter out there just running around by himself. Starting to lap people. He's up almost 4.5 seconds on second place, which is Adam Matz right now, who is now starting to pull away from third place. You got Travis Smith in third. Skylar Haley is in 4th. Nicholas Ballman is up into 5th. Juan Escamilla is in 6th. Evan Drake is currently in 7th. Richard Holland is moved back to 8th. Vern Bradley in 9th. And Burt Wilson sneaking his way up into 10th.
Bert always says he hates this track, but he always somehow gets a solid finish out of here. He's even won here a couple times. I think the one season he might have swept here in the Xfinity and the trucks, but he always says he hates it, but he always somehow is consistently in the top 10, top 5. He has an knack for this track.
It's always interesting when you get them up in the booth, you start talking to them. A lot of the times they'll tell you, yeah, I'm not really good at this track. It's like, well, if you're not really good in this track, you wouldn't be up here, sir.
Yeah, yep.
So either you're good at this track or you're lucky.
Yeah. And with the league, you can't really be lucky in the league. I mean, pit strategy, I guess you could put that into effect, but a lot of it is skill, so.
We'll see what happens when these guys go in for pits. They've now officially split, so there's 60 laps left. Most of the guys have 66 laps on their vehicles, so a pit now with full fuel and tires would get them to the end.
Yep, and you see some guys splitting that up. Now, and as soon as they got past halfway through that run, now it's a wave of drivers coming in.
Since the pit is like a mile long, takes forever to get to your pit box.
Probably the longest one.
And Matt's Mr. Consistency sitting there in 2nd place right now. He's getting ready to go past Ivan. I know this will all change, but as it stands right now, 9th place is the last vehicle that's on the current lap. I know that'll change once you guys go into pit, but
Jaden is setting a heck of a pace, though, so you're definitely going to have a fair amount of lap down once this cycles through anyways.
Jaden now up over, well, he was there 5 seconds there for a moment. Adam battling Ivan right now. I want to look at something here. Let's take a little look-see here of this. Mr. Adam Matz. Yep, Mr. Consistency. 3 races started. 3 of them top 10. 2 of them top 5.
Even that's the story last season. He was just consistent all season, just knocking off top 5s, top 10s, and rolled off a couple wins. That's just, yeah.
I think last season, he had a win, maybe 2, I don't remember. And then every race was a top 10. And I think a majority of them were top 5s. So,
Yeah.
Mr. Consistency, he didn't like it that he didn't win a lot, but he was right there with the points all season long. And Matt is currently your leader. So as these guys go in and out of the pits, not sure if we'll get another caution or not, so we'll do this little spiel here right now. So you got RGC Mortorsports, the realistic gaming crew, better known as RGC, sponsor of tonight's race. They're one of the fastest growing communities in simulation gaming, with nearly 10,000 members who are all about one thing: keeping it real. From farming to racing, everything they do is built around authentic, true-to-life gameplay. But RGC is about more than just games. They're also using their platform to help raise awareness for autism and make a difference beyond the screen. If you're looking to be part of a community that's real both on and off the track, visit realisticgamingcrew.com to learn more. And make sure you reach out to TJ himself. He can help with a lot of things. He's got a lot of knowledge in that head. A lot of real world experiences that he works with, from.
Yeah, I think TJ's actually even created a couple of his own servers on farming. If I'm not mistaken.
He's created some maps. One of which I can proudly say that because of me and a couple other people, well, me and Hal actually, caused him to change his design of his map. Adam going into the pits. Brandon was in the lead, but Jaden just flew right past him. Jaden's got brand new tires. Brandon does not.
Brandon does have damage from one of the earlier cautions.
As it stands right now, you got Jaden Porter in first, Juan Escamilla in second, Brandon Showers third, Trevor Haley is fourth, Nicholas Bauman is fifth, Tommy Haynes is sixth, Vern Bradley seventh, TJ Lee eighth, Burt Wilson ninth, and Richard Holland just moved up into 10th spot. Yeah, Richard and Ricky, teammates right there, running along 10 and 11. So now that Richard's got some fresh tires, he's going to start battling his way back up front. Try and do something with his lead that's up there, already up over 2 seconds.
He's pushing hard. 87 as he keeps hitting the wall. He's pushing too hard right now. He sees him.
Ooh.
Yeah, he might get some wheel damage if he keeps hitting it like that.
Now, what is the top out for incident points?
16. So if you get 16 or more incident points, you will have to do I believe it's a pass-through that iRacing makes you do.
Gotcha.
And then it resets to, if you get 8 more and you do it again, then it just keeps cutting it in half.
Gotcha. Looks like right now Juan is sitting at 10. Jaden Porter up over 3 seconds now, just running away. Not even looking back, not even worrying who's back there.
He's just got him in cruise control.
Got a clear field, easy turns, nobody to battle, smooth and steady.
It could be like F1 and try to find something so he has like a 5-second penalty to see if that works.
We mentioned that Richard would be making a push to get back up front, and he is doing just that. He's currently at 6th. Chasing down Vern for 5th. Well, he's battling with Adam right now.
Adam's got fresher tires than Richard too.
Adam making moves to get up there. He's going to catch up to Vern. Meanwhile, Jaden is up here over almost 4.5 seconds. Ivan catching them all a little bit there.
Not sure if Ivan has fresh tires or not.
Ivan, I don't know if he got tires, but he came out of the pits 3 laps ago, so. So you got Nicholas Baumann trying to chase down Juan. Juan bouncing off the wall. We saw these two battling it out earlier. Back when Richard got involved a little bit. Became the pinball between those two.
Yeah, Juan might have hurt himself a little bit hitting the wall there a couple times. I think he might be struggling. I made it too tight hitting the wall. Yeah, on the exit you can tell with him cracking it sideways, he has too much wheel onto it in exit, so he's definitely fighting a tight condition. So he might have some wheel damage from bouncing off the wall.
Well, let's hop into the cockpit and see what his steering looks like on this. See, he lets off the gas and you can hear him straightening it out. Or see him straightening it out.
He got loose going in entry there, and then he has a lot of wheel back into it. Yeah, you can hear him getting out of the gas on the exit there, so he was getting really tight, so he was trying to make up for being loose in there.
A little better coming out that time.
Yeah, it's hard too to hit your marks every single lap. It's definitely a hard thing to do.
Jaden Porter up over 5 seconds between him and second place, which is Nicholas Baumann. So Jaden's led 96 laps tonight so far. Pretty much dominating the race. See him battling some lap traffic at the moment. Which gives him some time, or gives him some challenges. But he didn't really lose any time between him and second place.
Nope.
Nicholas Baumann back there, he's actually up. He was up to almost 5.4, but now he's back down to about 5. But then Nicholas has about a 2.2 second gap between him and Juan. Juan back there, and then you got another second to go back to Trevor in 4th. And almost another second to go back to Adam Matz in 5th.
Yep, 15 drivers on the lead lap right now.
He is chasing down that one right now. Put him a lap down, Mr. Ray Polke. Number 5. See the leader chasing him down.
I haven't actually caught up to Jaden as well. Maybe get one of his laps back if we can get around him.
We've got 29 laps to go. Who we have for a battle? Looks like this right here is going to be the closest battle. You got Vern and Evan Drake. Drake did manage to get around Vern. Richard Holland back here in 7th. He's moved back down a spot, so not sure if he's going to be able to get enough to get up there. There is still 26 laps to go, so who knows? Caution could change everything.
Caution can do a lot. Might put some strategy into it. Ertz just hanging there, right there behind 10th right now, so he's one spot away from his top 10 for a track that he hates.
You got Jaden Porter out there, out in front still, up over a 5-second gap. And in the words of Ed Bassmaster, would you just look at it?
He did get around Ray to put another guy a lap down, so now we got 14 on the lead lap.
Yeah, Ivan Jones sticking right along with him, though.
And Ivan might be just knowing he's a couple laps down, just trying to learn behind Jaden to maybe use that tomorrow night in the trucks, or even next time we have to come here with the O'Reilly car. He just has something to remember, lines that he ran where he was lifting. So definitely a learning moment when you're behind someone fast like that, trying to keep up with them and just try to figure out what they're doing.
Which definitely seems to be working for the most part. He is falling back from him a little bit, but
yeah, not always fun going a lap down, but it's definitely learning opportunities that you're behind leaders to see what they're doing, and you maybe can apply it.
just that camera jump from Jaden to Nicholas, it's like way back. In third place, you got Juan. Adam Matt's trying to chase him down.
He's
Lap
getting
traffic
there.
between him.
Been watching Adam for the last couple of laps. He's been gaining on him.
Got Randy Showers in there. Lap traffic in the way at the moment. Adam's going to drop down to the inside, try and get around. Looked like it was a pretty clean inside move there. He's going to possibly go around 87 too at the same time.
I think Adam has the freshest tires out there on the track. I remember he was one of the last ones of the leaders to come down pit road.
Looks like him and Travis. Brandon and Randy have pretty new tires, but Brandon's a lap down and Randy is 4 laps down, so. So Adam Matt's going to move into third. Start trying to work on that, cutting down onto Nicholas Bowman. So now between Adam and Nicholas and Jaden. So Jaden's got 36 laps, Nick's got 35, and Adam has 31. Not sure if there's going to be much other battling going on for 1, 2, and 3, but definitely some moving going on. TJ Lee was just falling off for some reason, not sure why.
He might be pushing on fuel because I think he was one of the first ones to pit, so he might have to save a little bit here.
Like Juan may have DC'd.
Yep, his quality's not too good right now. Yep, he just lost connection to the server, so that moves everybody up a spot. Puts
Just
Richard
like
in.
that, he goes from third to 3 laps down. So
Happens fast.
especially on these small tracks. Richard's slowly moving up onto Trevor Haley. Travis Smith is in front of him in 4th, but Jaden Porter up front, almost between 5.5 and 6 second gap. Then you got Nicholas Bauman in 2nd, where Adam Matz is about 3.2 behind him. Then you got to go another second and a half-ish back to get to Travis Smith. Then another 2.5 to get to Trevor Haley.
Yeah, I think we're going to soon have a position or a battle for that 5th place. Richard's there.
Got some more lap traffic added to the list. Now only the top 10 cars, which Nicholas Hunt, I believe, is quite a ways off. So, no, maybe not. Nicholas Hunt is in the sights of the race leader.
It'll be close.
Sure if much is going to change in the top 5 at this point. Richard Holland may be able to sneak up into 5th. He is slowly working on that.
He's
We have
getting ready
10 laps
things
to
out.
go. Richard going to the inside, looking not quite enough there yet. Now he's going to go back to the inside, squeeze it, pinch the wall a little bit, push it. They're going to, looks like they door tagged each other a little bit.
Yeah, that was close there.
Richard's going to take 5th away from Trevor. So your top 5 right now are going to be Jaden Porter in first with about a 6.5 second gap in between him and Nicholas Bauman in second. Adam Matz is going to be third, about 3 seconds behind Nicholas. Travis Smith is going to be about 2 seconds behind Adam. Richard Holland is going to round out your top 5 with about 2.8 seconds behind Travis. Then you got Trevor Haley right there. See him battling with Richard right now. You got Evan Drake is in 7th place. Vern Bradley sitting in 8th. Ricky Fagone sitting in 9th. And Burt Wilson rounding out your top 10. Moving on through, you got Nick Hunt. He is currently in 11th. TJ Lee running 12th. Tommy Haynes, he's out there in 13th. Battling with TJ right now. Ray Polking, he's going to be in 14th spot. John Wimbish is in 15th. Brent Seegers is going to be in 16th. Brandon Showers in 17th. Matty Simpson, he's going to be running in 18th right now. Then you got Ivan Jones out in 19th. Randy Showers in 20th. Paul Patterson in 21st. Then you got Juan Escamilla in 22nd. Lance Yancey 23rd. Mike Mitchell is 24th. Timothy Tyler is going to be 25th. Mike McCulley is going to finish 26th tonight. In Davis Richard finishing 27th. So we had 29 trucks or 29 cars originally. 2 of them must have got cut out at the beginning of the race. We have 21 vehicles still out there running.
See if Burt can hang on to the lead lap. He hates it if he goes a lap down with like 1 or 2 to go. So we'll see how hard Burt fights to stay on the lead lap here.
Jaden Porter catching him ever so slightly. Got 2 to go. I think Burt's going to maintain unless he does something drastic, I think he's going to maintain lead lap.
We do have a battle for 6 now. No longer a battle.
Going around one more time. Last time down the backstretch. And there it is.
You only let a lap or 2.
A lap or 2 or 130. Zero incidents.
I don't know if Jaden knows it's done. He keeps just running laps.
I think he was going to do burnouts, but then there was a vehicle behind him, so I think he went back around just to make sure that everybody had cleared before he does anything, because we've seen it before where guys celebrate too early and iRacing penalizes them, and then they don't get their win.
Nope. Finished last on the lead lap.
So but here and
I see 2. I see 3.
here. There. All right. First up, we've got Mr. Adam Matz finishing 3rd tonight. Sir, do you got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Well, we talked about it last week. We talked about how you're Mr. Consistency. Not number 1, but top 3.
Yeah, well, number 1 would be better. That's for sure.
No one wants that.
Well, a lot of battling going out there. You were towards the front, towards the middle, all over the place. Ending in 3rd. Why don't you kind of take us through?
Yeah, the early part was kind of interesting because they had some of the cautions. So it was a lot of side by side, which is actually pretty fun. Particularly, I get the turns all confused now. I guess what is that, 3 and 4? I can't remember. Anyway, the long turn is the one that was pretty racy. You could go side by side and stuff. You can go almost all the way up to the wall, which was pretty cool. I wasn't really expecting that. But I kept getting shuffled back and forth, and the restart, which line you were in, was pretty important. And then there we had that long run, which actually worked out better for me than I expected. I got up to 2nd, and then I went long just to try something different, maybe have fresher tires, because at that point the leader was think he was 5 seconds or 6 seconds ahead of me. So I wasn't going to catch him if I pitted the same time he did. So I tried to just alternate and go long and see if something would happen. And then somehow I think the 88 snuck up there somehow. I'm not sure how he did that. I'll check that out.
Well, I mean, I don't think anybody really had anything for Jaden tonight. He led 130 laps, and you ended up about 11 and a half seconds behind him. Second place was 7.7 seconds behind. So, I mean, just nobody had anything for him tonight. So, I mean,
I feel like you're trying to say we all got whooped, basically.
I'm
We
not
got
saying he
embarrassed.
got whooped. I'm saying that somebody had a lot of luck on their side because he got out front and stayed out front most of the race. So, and that
Yeah,
definitely helped him.
Yeah, we had a really good battle there for, I think it was like second, third, and fourth or something. Like there was several of us kind of clumped together, and I think us battling, I mean, he was already fast, but us battling probably just gave him the extra cushion, and then he could just go out there and cruise and take care of his stuff. So, but we had some great battles. It was a lot of fun.
Absolutely, and it was a fun race to announce, and lots of changes, lots of stuff. You know, 3 cautions and most of it in the first half, and then it kind of balanced out and leveled out, and you guys just kind of raced and went in during green lap pits. And you know, how did that kind of change your strategy up? Obviously, starting off in the beginning, you getting cautions, and you're like, okay, you're trying to think of how you want to do it, and then just all of a sudden the cautions just dry up and go away. How does that affect how you go and race?
Yeah, it's so hard because it's kind of like you're gambling. Usually for me, if I short pit, there's a caution every time, so I just don't short pit. But then if there's not a caution, then sometimes that works against you that way. So I usually just generally don't short pit because I've been burned. I feel like every time I try to do that, but definitely there you could. I mean, you had some wiggle room there when you want to do your pit stop. I will say it seemed like there was some point where it seemed like the lap times just kind of flattened out, and then once you got to that point, you just sort of stopped gaining. But there's definitely an advantage, probably for a solid 20 or so laps with fresh tires. So definitely could feel that. But yeah, it was interesting. I wasn't expecting it to go green like that. Honestly, that's pretty impressive, particularly with the number of cars we had. And occasionally this car would get a little loose and sideways. So yeah, it's impressive.
Well, and there's definitely a spot in the wall out there that they're going to have to go out and do some repairs to, because I think just about every single one of you hit it at some point.
Yeah.
So
I'm not in that category.
well, you might have been one of the first ones to hit that spot in the wall.
Possibly.
Well, is there anybody you'd like to thank?
Yeah, thanks. My teammates Ray was here with me. I think he finished 14th, so not too bad. He's right on there around the top 10 or 12 in points. So hopefully he can stay up there. And then yeah, thanks. My other teammates. Hopefully some other teammates will come back. I think they're planning on coming back a little bit later this season, so I look forward to that. Thanks to you guys for adminning and for the broadcast, because that makes it a lot of fun, particularly when you got this many folks. And then congrats, of course, to the winner too. So I think you said Jaden, right? So
Yep.
Yeah, congrats to him. Yep.
Alrighty, sir. Well, congratulations on P3 tonight, maintaining your consistency in the top 10, and we will see you back up here again soon, I'm sure.
Hope so. Thanks.
All right, you have yourself a good night. All right, so that's going to move us up to this man right here. Mr. Nicholas Bauman, do you have a copy?
Yeah, what's going on, guys?
Oh, not too bad. I'm doing good, and I'm probably doing better than the cohort I have up here in the booth with me right now, Mr. Mike McCauley. But you know, hell of a race for you. You got tied up in an earlier incident in the beginning of the race and put you to the back, and then you battled your way back up and ended up in second place. So, I mean, pretty good spot on that. Started second, finished second. Obviously, I'm sure you'd like to be first, but second isn't bad either, especially with as big of a pack this was and where you ended up on that earlier caution.
Yeah, I definitely will take a second after put myself in a hole early on.
Was there any pit strategies that you kind of had, or any strategies just for the race in itself, just because of, you know, earlier cautions and then the late runs where it just went green the rest of the way? Or
I kind of figured I'd stay out a little bit longer than most people, kind of expecting a caution. It's usually what happens during green flag pit stops, but we never got it, so it ended up working out to have the fresher tires. They would drive past Trevor and Juan and a couple other guys to get back up to second.
did you have any was there any strategy or any challenges that you had battling your way back up after that caution where you put yourself in that hole?
It's just tough to pass, especially if a guy was running the top. They just get a run off the corner and be hard to finish the corner off and go into the next corner next to them and get ahead of them.
Did you find any spots in the track like that were a better line to run? That's where you tried to run, but you just couldn't all the time, and try to battle back to it so you can get that momentum again?
I figured out towards the end of that first long run before the pit stops that I started downshifting in the third gear and run the second groove in 3 and 4, and that seemed to help a little bit, especially with the right front being as killed as it was.
Well, I mean, you've got, let's see, where do I had that? You've got, so Trevor won week 1, you won week 2, Trevor won week 3, and you got second tonight. So, I mean, good for points. Definitely a good showing overall. So, congratulations on that. That'll definitely help you in the points race. And I guess, is there anybody that you'd like to thank?
Just all my teammates, Brandon, Randy, Tim, Juan, Trevor, and Jaden. He thoroughly stopped everybody tonight. He deserves to win. And thanks for all you guys putting on the race, put on the broadcast. Y'all do a good job.
Yeah, definitely. Jaden running 130 laps in front. I mean, nobody seemed to have anything for him tonight. So he just kind of ran out there, got in front of everybody, and just kind of set the cruise and sat back. So definitely congrats to him, and we will be talking to him next. But congratulations on P2 tonight, and we will see you back up here again, I'm sure. So congratulations,
hopefully.
and we'll talk to you again.
All right, thank you.
Alrighty. And that's going to put us to that man right there. Bring him up into the booth. Mr. Jaden Porter. 130 laps led. What do you got to say for yourself?
Yeah, that was pretty good. I really wasn't expecting that many laps. Kind of thought, it kind of helped when Nick got his EOL for the incident, but I feel like I was still a little quicker. But
You guys
yeah,
are
I was
battling out
successful.
pretty hard in the beginning, and then he got that incident and put him to the back, and he was able to battle his way back up and get back into second, but just not enough to catch you in your almost 8-second lead that you had in front of him, even after him battling his way back up. Just you got out there in front of everybody, that clean air, you just kind of set it and cruise and relax, I think. It seems like.
Yeah, after Trevor got by me, and he was able to utilize the clean air for about 30 laps, I think. And the clean air meant a lot, so that also kind of helped with my gap to get to 7 seconds. Nick also had to go to the back, so it also helps. But yeah, clean air mattered a lot. Phoenix has been a pretty good racetrack for me as of late, so I was really expecting to either run second or first. I think. I don't know about 130 laps. That is what I was expecting, but I'd definitely take a dominating performance.
Was there any kind of strategy change ups that you had to do, being that there was the earlier cautions kind of not back to back, but pretty quick, and then all of a sudden it just cleaned up and went green the rest of the way?
So the first caution, I didn't pit at all because I didn't. I thought we had 3 tire sets, and I guess there was a glitch and there was unlimited tire sets in the race. I don't know if there's a glitch with setting up the race or whatnot. So maybe that would have changed a little bit, but clean air meant way too much than like 20 lap pressure tires. So it didn't really change much. Nailing the last stop, like nailing what lap to pit on. I kind of knew everyone that was short pitting me when I needed to pit to at least keep the clean air, and I was able to nail that pretty good and kind of just set sail the last run. So played the strategy pretty well and ended up at victory lane.
Well, and you did a hell of a job. 100, like I say, 130 laps led, 8-second gap almost from you to second place. So definitely quite the run tonight. Literally nobody had anything for you tonight, and you were able to get out front and just run away with it. And so congratulations on that. Is there anybody you'd like to thank?
Yeah, I'd like to thank everyone at Dark Horse Racing, everyone who watches my stream, everybody who's watching the YouTube stream. Ally doesn't sponsor me, but thanks to Ally, their cars are always beautiful. And yeah, that's about it.
Alrighty. Well, Mr. McCullough, you got anything?
No, just good run. I mean, your only competition was me that got taken out lap 1, so you had to fight me tonight for the win. No. Great job on the performance. Like I said, it's not often you see a guy come dominate a race in the league, so definitely when someone does dominate a race, it is really impressive. So congrats on that.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Alrighty, sir. Well, congratulations on first place tonight, and we will talk to you again sometime.
All right. Thank you. Yes.
Have a good night. Alrighty, well, that's going to do it for tonight. You got any final thoughts there, sir?
I hope I'm not back up here again tomorrow night.
That's 2 weeks in a row you've been up here, isn't it?
It is. It's becoming a habit.
Ugh. Yeah, that's a habit that you want to break.
I gotta break it. So maybe I just don't show up tomorrow night, and then I don't have to worry about that at all.
Maybe you'll be back up here, but in the podium.
We'll see about that.
That's what we're calling out. That's what we're calling out. So
we'll hope for that. But no, it was a good race tonight. I mean, started out a couple cautions right away off the bat, but then it obviously cleaned up and definitely showed what a lot of the league races are. A lot of green flag, clean racing. So definitely was a good race.
yeah, we ended up with 10 cars on the lead lap. Burt Wilson managing, holding on to that top 10 like you spoke about. And yeah, a lot of good racing, a lot of good Travis Smith up 19 spots to 4th. So a lot of racing going on, a lot of good moves going on. And yeah, just Jaden tonight nobody had anything for him. Once Michael McCullough got taken out, he was like, I got this, and he just ran away with it. So
no sweat.
Well, that's going to do it again for another night of WFO Race League. I've been your host, Sir Brazen Bull, with our special host guest tonight, Mr. Mike McCauley, main and min of the league. Sets up a lot of the stuff, does a lot of work in the background. So if you are out there in the league and you have not, be sure to go out and thank that man, because that man does a lot. I don't think a lot of people realize. So do that. And as always, if you are a viewer or you're watching this now or later, please make sure to hit that like, hit the subscribe, get the notification bell so you get notified when we go live again. And we'll see you next time. We'll be here back again tomorrow night with the trucks. same track. Sure, be a completely different race because it usually is between the cars and the trucks. For some reason, they are just two different beasts. So, on behalf of all of those racers and everybody here at WFO Racing League, I want to thank you all for being here. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for doing what you do to watch the stream and be a part of it. We'll see you back here again. Have yourselves a great night if you have anything left. If not, well, we'll see you tomorrow. Or we'll see you when we see you. So until next time, much love and later on, everybody.
Later.